Another thing you talk about a lot is the importance of obviously leadership within the relationship. And
Yeah.
from my own personal experience, Greg, within a relationship, because of my own past experiences where I've been aggressive and a lot like this when I'm younger, I find it very hard to be assertive and to almost have a level of leadership within the relationship, because I don't want to be dominating and I don't want that to come across. And that's something I'm personally fearful of in that space. And I'm sure there's many people who may feel similar with that. So how do you sort of identify the right leadership? And also, obviously, it's different relationship to each relationship, but obviously it's important. How do we look to strengthen that skill within the relationship?
Yeah. You just described, Lockie, the kind of the conundrum for the modern man is where the pendulum has swung the other way, we're a little bit afraid to assert ourselves for fear of being, as you said, domineering. And so we hold back and we kind of say, well, what do you want, baby? Just tell me what you want. We'll do that and it'll all be good. And of course, that kind of behavior over time is really uninspiring to our women. And here's what I say. Leadership in this context is about clarity plus inclusion. So what that means is, baby, here's what I think we should do. Whether it's as simple as where we should go to dinner, whether it's a little more complex of where we should go on a vacation. If we're having relationship problems, where could we, what would be our plan to address that? We're going to go to therapy. We're going to do this. We're going to have a weekly talk. Like, you bring your vision for what the next step is, and then you simply say, how does that land for you, baby? So you're bringing clarity, but then you're including her. What you're doing is you're just priming the pump. You're not coming empty-handed and saying, well, what do you think we should do, baby? It's very different from that. It is, you actually take the time to think through what you think is the right path, and then you bring that to her. And then she's got three options. She can say, yes, exactly what you said. I love it. She could say, well, I like this, but I would do this part differently. Or she could say, no effing way. She's got those options, and you as a man, she chooses A, you're like, sweet, I'm obviously my instincts are good. If she chooses B, then you are solid enough in yourself to not be all rigid about what you said, and you are able to say, oh, okay, you know what, I do see how that would work better for you, and you're flexible enough to fold that into the plan. And if she says no, you are also strong enough to understand, you'd want to understand why and what needs to be met. But then you're able to back off and adjust and say, okay, you didn't want to go get Mexican tonight? How about this Japanese place that you talked about? And then, of course, that's the simplistic example, but it gets a lot more complicated than that in other situations in life. But you're strong enough to be able to deal with rejection as well. So that's how you lead without being a domineering asshole.